Hi, Sean. Gee, what a great pleasure to meet you yesterday. My goodness, I had a good time putting your biofield scan report together. This is the first slide of your frontal brain hemispheres. And as I said, it's very, very unusual for me to be able to scan a male. So I thank you for that. And certainly even more unusual to be able to scan a male with such a balanced and energetic brain biofield. Um, your prediction that you were left brain dominant turned out not to be the case, didn't it? And what I see here is uh, and I say this in the most complimentary of ways, but I've scanned a number of children's brains, and this is reminiscent of that in the uniformity of it and the texture of it. Um, I don't know what potential you have to increase and direct energy elsewhere, but I'd say right now you have a lot of opportunities to optimize your brain biofield even further. And so I just really very congratulatory and thankful for that. You notice in here around the third eye and the corpus callosum, you have a lot of energy. These regions here are still very fairly high energy. If you look down here, you're really operating in this range over here. Um, and so I have, just nothing but encouragement when I look at this and, optimism for your potential. And, I'm happy to talk with you more about it. Let's take a look at your palms because it's really the same story. You have a very broad and uniform distribution of energy in your palm biofields. And it's unlike Susan, by the way, which we thought was really interesting. Susan exhibited somewhat of an asymmetry, and we found out just how responsive her brain was to the biofield. Well, your palms and your brain look very similar here. So let's just move forward here and take a look at really the first time I've been able to scan in 360 degrees. So we're just going to watch this video and watch your brain biofield as I walk around you and scan it. So this is the right side, emotional, creative, intuitive, a lot of memory goes on here. We're coming around to the right rear of your brain in these lobes, and you see very uniform energy. I wouldn't be concerned about those occasional blue spots. That's just exchanges of energy pulsing through your brain. But you can see there's a lot of interconnectivity here, all the way around to your left side, which as you can see is quite bright. And I understand you have a left brain avocation in engineering, is what I've heard. And that would be certainly evident from that very bright region you have on the left side, but across the board, very uniform, very uniform. And here's another short video I did, which may be a little better quality in some respects, but now I'm starting with your right side and coming around, looking at all of the energy in that right hemisphere across the corpus callosum, and right there is the third eye, all the way around to the left side now. We're coming around, and we'll get a full profile of your left frontal cortex here. Bingo, right there. Very exciting, and I thank you very much for that. We're going to finish by looking at your auric scan, and as you'll see here, as with Susan, your energy field is quite contained, and that is, as I said, a good thing. And look at the energy down in your torso. I seldom see that, especially through clothing. So I quite find that quite interesting. and encouraging. And here we come up to your palm chakras, and I ask you to raise them up a little bit so we can get a good clear look. Raise your hands up higher, Sean. There, good. Now how close can you bring them together? And there we have that nice, clean, no discharge across the palm. So all in all, Sean, very encouraging. And again, what a pleasure to meet you. Give me a call or a text or an email if you have any questions. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.